Welcome back. I'm Larry. So tonight we'll be working on my 1990 Ford Ranger. We're going to be installing a trailer hitch. So let's go ahead and jump into it and get started. Okay, so this is what we're going to be installing. So I went ahead and already, this is a bolt together hitch off of Amazon. There will be a link in the description. I went ahead and bolted it together. And we have to mark around the edges because I'm also going to weld it to reinforce it even more. See here how I marked it? I got to take it back apart, grind this down, bolt it back together, put it on the truck, tighten it, and then take it back down and weld it, and then reinstall it. I'm gonna leave them hand tight loose till I get a bolt up to the frame, then tighten everything down, pull it back down, weld it, and then we can reinstall it for the final time. Okay, so from underneath the truck, we got to remove, technically they say to remove both, but I'm gonna leave the back one. We gotta remove this front bolt, we're gonna replace it. There's a thread nut insert clip here, we gotta remove that so we can put our carriage bolt in, and we also got to drill an extra hole back here in the back. The reason I'm gonna leave this bolt in is because we're gonna have to use this as a spacer. And if you look, probably got like 1/8 of an inch of it hanging down below the bracket, but with the washer, it's almost completely flush. So we can leave this bolt here in place, that'll help hold the bumper in place. And then we'll use the front one to hold the hitch in place and drill our second hole. Okay, so I did have to loosen the back bolts just a little bit to give it room to move, to get this front clip here out. So an easy way of getting these clips out is go on the other side. Kind of pick up on the clip a little bit. And wiggle it out. So coming to the other side, you can see right here, that clip I was talking about. Get you a flat blade screwdriver and get between the frame and the clip, kind of pry it down like that, and pull it on the other side. And it'll come out just like so. All right, so once that front bolt is out, we can go ahead and put our carriage bolt in there so we can get ready to bolt the hitch up with the 2 bolts. So you're gonna need one of these plates first to put in there. And I can tell you right now, the way this frame is made, it's kind of like a radius going this way up to the front, kinda. So the best way to do it is to have the longer side facing toward the front of the truck. Put it in like that. Line your hole up. Now we can drop the carriage bolt in. Just like so. Now we can put the hitch up in place. Also, I saved the washers off the front bolts because we're gonna need them as shims to equal up to the same as the front here. So we'll put them in place. They're the same size as the bolts, so. There we go. And now that will allow it to hold it for us while we mark our back holes and drill them out. And then we can pull it back down, weld this up, and then install it for the final time. Okay, so I did go ahead and take the impact and run these down tight, snug, and now we can mark these. So I'm just gonna take my Sharpie. Run up in there like that, and then I can just punch the center of it. Okay, I'm gonna look up in the hole, and you can see there how I parked my Sharpie right in the center, and then punched it right in the center of my Sharpie mark. Now I can get in here with a drill bit, go ahead and drill that out, and install that carriage bolt. I'm gonna start with a 3/16, work up to a 1/4 inch, then a 3/8, and end with a 1/2 inch. Brush away any sharp metal shavings that might be on top of the frame. Then we're going to install it like this on top. And then we've also got one that goes between the frame and the hitch, and I install it the same way. Okay, so as you can probably see, for some reason this one didn't want to go back quite far enough for the bolt to come through. You can turn it the opposite way and do it, and it would be fine. But because I'm picky, I want it to be facing the same way as I did on the driver's side. And so I went to my grinder and just ground this down a little bit. So then it'll sit up in here and go back far enough like it's supposed to. I said it doesn't really matter, I just wanted them both to match on both sides. So now that's in, we can put our nut on. Now the paperwork says to tighten these to 110 foot-pounds, but since we're going to remove this to weld this, I just ran them down with the torque wrench, or the impact wrench, torque them down a little bit. And now we can tighten these 4 bolts on each side. And also a note, this one here threads into the hitch. The other two, or the three, I mean, have nuts on the other side. All right, now I'll go and get this pulled off and we'll get ready to weld it up. Okay, so I got my little rig set up here so I can weld this. Like I said, I'm only going to weld the back here in this top part. I mean, technically to make a full weld, I'd have to weld all the way around it, but I am leaving the bolts in here. So it's not like I'm only going to rely on welds. It is going to be welded and bolted just for my own peace of mind and to make it a little bit more sturdy. That looks pretty good. Ain't the prettiest welds in the world, but that will hold and give a little bit extra reinforcement. So that looks good. All right, we're going to get the other side done, and then we'll come back after that and we'll get ready to install it. All right, and here's a look at this side with the welds. This side turned out better, I think. And I had forgot to chip off the slag on the other side over here. That's one reason why it looks kind of rough. Plus, I made a little bit of fine tuning to the settings. But that looks a whole lot better. Not perfect, obviously, but still not bad. Got a coat of painting on there, and we'll be good to go. And you can see we definitely got good penetration because it came all the way through here and bubbled up the powder coating on this side. So, which it don't matter. I'm gonna paint this too to get rid of them shiny bolts so it all kind of blends in together. Yeah, that is looking good. And once again, you can see we got nice penetration all the way through because it burnt that under or that powder coating away. So that looks good. Alrighty, like I said, it looks like crap right here. Just would need to be sanded flat, but I don't really care on this truck. This is a budget, just get her done and function project here. So that looks pretty good. Now to make it even stronger, you could come in here and grind this way and also run a bead of weld down here across the front, across the bottom, around the front, and up here as well. And then technically by doing that, you wouldn't even need the bolts anymore. You could take the bolts out of it and it would be a fully welded hitch. I don't care that much about it. It's just I've never liked these bolted together hitches, especially with this. I know a lot of bolted together hitches will have a square cut out in the side plate here. And then the tube will kind of recess or protrude out of it. It'll fit in that square to help give it extra structure. And then it bolts together as well. This don't have that. It just has the bolts. So over time, even though I'm not going to pull nothing heavy with this truck, over time it could potentially loosen and water out the holes, of being used and all that, and then it would get loose. If I've seen them flop around before and I don't like it. So that's why I want to run this bead weld here. It has the bolts holding it together, but the weld is a reinforcement structure to keep it where it will not water out those holes or ever get loose or weak. So And if I want to later, I can always come back and run a bead if I want to. There, it's not that big of a deal. I could do that with it on the truck. It's not that big of a deal. But for now, this is perfect, and I'm gonna leave it just like this. Okay, now the only thing left to do is torque all the bolts to 110 foot-pounds. Alrighty, that is a done deal and looks great. Let's go underneath to take a look up close. So that looks good. See how it just bolts up. Everything fits perfectly. You can see up in here, I took that washer. That's off of the bolt that goes in this hole, and used it to space it out so then it's even all the way across. Since it sits on this washer on this bolt hole, and then from back here, you're gonna need that spacer because you got the thickness of that washer plus the bumper bracket. So you're gonna need that, and always put one on top of the frame for reinforcement. There's one over here as well. Same exact thing, and it turned out great. That looks really good. Only one thing left to do now is put the hitch in. I don't have a lock pin yet, so I'm gonna have to get one for it. But either way, that's what it looked like, and that looks nice. It's nice and sturdy. And that is just a nice feature, nice accessory to have on any truck. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is it. That is a done deal. That thing turned out great. I say you don't have to weld it. That's just my own personal preference and my own peace of mind. You don't have to weld it. I think it would be for no more than, because it's a Ranger. It's a 4-cylinder. What are you really going to be pulling with it, right? You're not going to be pulling a car with it. You're not going to be pulling a car trailer with it. So technically, just bolting it would be fine. It would, it'd be fine. Tighten them down good and tight, and that's it. That's all you really need. But for me, just cause uh, I like the reinforcement better. I like one-piece hitches, but in this case, this was a bolt-on, which is fine. It works perfectly fine. Uh, this was actually a Christmas gift for a buddy of mine, from a buddy of mine. Shout out to him. I appreciate it. And I said the bolt together ones, they're fine, especially for a little Ranger like this. It's not a big deal. I could have just bolted it and left it, and it'd have been all right. But me, I like to just have that extra peace of mind that it's super solid. So I ran them couple of beads of welds, and now I know it's never going anywhere. So, but good product. Got it off Amazon, and it was about $90. So not a bad deal really for a trailer hitch, And I think it's rated up to 6,000 pounds. I think so. Pretty stout, pretty steady. So, and like I said, it's Ranger. What are you really gonna be pulling with it? But I just like having it. So that's all there is for this video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, come on, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the drop box down below. And that's all there is for this one. So until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.